Hello. This is um not really a tutorial, but I'm gonna show you how you could start and practice FL Studio. This is gonna be very simple, and I'm not a professional producer. All right, I just do my own flow, but this is a bit like on how I learned personally, and maybe it could benefit you. I'm just gonna keep this short and simple. So here, basically we have the channel rack, and this is where all the instruments come in. And don't worry if this might seem confusing. I'll explain. Um, um, Here is the piano roll. Basically, everything. This is where you write your notes. All right, and then right here, the playlist here. This is where you basically sort everything out. The mixer is for um sound adjustments and also if you want to add any effect when mastering, like the EQ, for example, it will benefit you, but right now no need to learn about that. But basically, um let me show you here. So this is a basic drum pattern. So we have a kick, we have a snare, and we have a hi-hat. It's just those, all right? And then with the kick, we could just hit like every bar, all right? And make sure that the velocity is at the highest because we need to hear the kick like if you want to make beats that hit, the kick really has to, it has to be there. Like listen. All right. And um then the kick, we're gonna move on to the snare. And by the way, you basically have to go here, or if you don't have any kits, the FL Studio provides you with packs and then drums, and then here the kicks, and then there are also snares here. Or do you like toms? Wait, my bad. So there are snares here, so don't worry about that. Snares usually I usually put them here every third bar. This is simple, all right? These are the I guess drum rules. The velocity, don't make them as high as the kick. So for now we can keep it as simple as that, and honestly that will work. Um then we have the hi-hat. This I may have overcomplicated it a bit if you're totally a beginner, but basically what I did is I placed the hi-hat from here. I right click and then you do fill each two steps, and that automatically basically fills each two steps in the piano roll. And then you can remove some notes and you could add some. Basically, this is a lower pitch since and then this is a higher pitch. This is the higher you go, the higher the pitch. Like uh, like for example, this sounds different from this. All right. Um, the hi-hat can sound something similar to this. Again, nothing that difficult, I think. And then you can also change the velocity if you want, but I was a bit lazy and I didn't, so that's fine. Um, Now for the 808s. Now for this, let me go with the melody first. Now, I use the Odin. Basically, it's a plugin. It's a guitar, but you can use whatever. You can use FL keys. And I went to the piano roll. I clicked this arrow, and then I view, and then you go on scale highlighting. You right click on the minor natural, and you left click on A sharp. So A sharp, this is not music theory, so I'm not gonna really um the A sharp is basically the A on top like of A. This this is the A, and this is A sharp, and a chord basically we do minor chords. So basically you leave three spaces here, and then you leave two spaces here. Uh Basically this is a chord, and when you play this, it was um see it kind of wait. Yeah, you have to snap to scale here. This makes it a lot easier because this basically plays the notes that sound right to the scale. If you don't get what I mean, like basically you cannot really go wrong. You know, you can't really get a bad melody, but you need to have an idea in your head or you need to experiment a bit. But keep the scale on, especially if you don't know music theory, like me. I don't really know music theory. And lastly, the 808s. Now, the 808 can add an 808 here, and if you type 808, you'll find some in the FL Studio. No, my bad, natural like if you don't have any kits, but I suggest there are plenty of free ones online. Yeah, you could get some. Um, you can insert the 808 into the channel rack. You you click this, you click the 808, and you can normalize it. It will be like this, and then you normalize it, and it will sound something like um, it will sound a bit like a longer than how this, because I'll show you what I did. So I went here, I turned envelope on, and basically this is basically how long the 808 lasts, like the sustain. So basically these keep them at 0%, hold at 100%, the decay at 0%, sustain is basically how long it um sustain, you keep it at 100%, and the release time, which is basically how long the 808 lasts. Ideally, you keep it short, like around 12% maybe. Um, Personally, this is how I like the 808s. My 808s. Um, you could experiment a bit, and then you click on this wrench here, and you press cut self. Um, and then you click these, put the porta and the mono, and you turn the max. It will be like this, and then you're gonna have to just um you could basically just drag like left click and just move the mouse upwards. And the slide, ideally put it like like point zero 0.07 or point zero 0.08, just like I did here, and then you're good to go. And what I followed with my 808s is I basically the root note of my chords. So here I started at A4, which is the root note. Um A sharp, my bad. A sharp. And here I did A sharp, but I just did it at a higher pitch. And then here the root note here is basically, you know, um it's G sharp. So I did the same here, and then A sharp again. Basically, the root note of your chords, you could follow the 808 with that, and then you can do a lot of things with 808. You could like, uh, well, never mind, I will not go through them. Also, 808 velocity, keep it high, and it will sound something like this. Um, I think that is a very simple thing you could practice. You could just practice because FL Studio just you need to practice because you don't only need to learn the software, right? You also have to be creative. And now when we play it all, it sounds something like this. And even when you take the melody off, you know, you still have some kind of beat here. And make sure drums and the 808 sound good as well, only those. The melody in the mixer, um, ideally keep the melody lower than the drums and 808 because let's say you want to sell your beat, ideally um drums will be like the highest and the melody will be at low, but I'm not telling you to basically make like mute your melody, still make it like the so that people can hear it, but make the drums like higher, right? But that's basically it. This is a very simple tutorial. Basically what I know, and maybe you can learn something from this. Um, yeah, that's all I have to. If you have any questions, you could write on the in the comment section. But honestly, I'm still learning myself. I'm just it takes time. Takes time. So, yeah, good luck in your music production journey, and I wish you the best. Thank you very much.